Hey friends, so this time of the year, more than any other I think, at least this is all my science-y experiments myself, is really the time of the year where social media burnout, and actually screw that, social media manager burnout is like at a high. There's a couple reasons. So we know that a couple months ago was all the holidays, right? Or actually a few months ago was all the holidays. And during that time, no big surprise, social media managers, they work like little hamsters in a wheel, right? They just run. So then after that is the great months of January to the first couple weeks of like March-ish, where things kind of really chill out. And in that time, you get to do things like try and predict the next viral trend. You're like, or basically like you have a really smaller posting calendar. So you don't really want to like let your communities like go away, but you don't want to burn them out with content because the spring's coming in. That's when you're going to burn them out with content. So in the meantime, it's kind of quiet. So your posting schedule's a little lighter, your DMs are a little lighter, and so you get to just kind of cruise, take a vacation, plan your content, talk to creative teams, brainstorm. You have a lot of fun, right? And then you kind of get ready because you know it's game time. So game time is like the second week of March until like Memorial Day weekend. And during that time is absolute chaos, right? There's really like a few reasons in here where social media managers burn out. There's actually about 1,000. I'm going to focus on 3 because I don't want to make this video 20 minutes long. So, all right. So during this time, right, you've got everyone like leaving their homes for the first time in months. The snow has melted and people are finally going out into the streets with fistfuls of cash from their stimulus and fistfuls of cash from their tax returns. And they're saying, I want to buy stuff because I'm bored in my house. And so I want new furniture. I want new everything in there. Maybe I want to paint my house. Maybe I want new landscaping. Maybe I want all of this new stuff. I want to go to bars and restaurants and stuff because it's all the restrictions are lightening up. People got their shots. People are more comfortable going out. All of these things are happening. So there's more money in the system, right? With that, that's your environment. Now, a few things are happening that's causing social media managers to run screaming from this field, from this career. Really good ones, too. So the first, and it's not any one in particular, it's kind of a conglomeration of all 3. The first one is you have a bigger posting schedule. So you know this is coming, you can kind of plan for it, but you have a lot more content because product launches are happening, spring sales are going on, you got new things happening, still got to post your original meme bank because memes win the internet. You got all this happening, and so you're posting a lot more often than normal. So you're the voice of the company a lot more, and you kind of have to like copyright as the voice of the business a lot more often. So that's part 1. You know that's coming, so you can kind of plan for it and prepare for it. That's all right? Part 2 is there's a lot more DMs and comments. Great, that's capitalism. Like, we're not crapping on that, but you have a lot more going on while that posting schedule is going on. So a lot more DMs, a lot more comments. People are wanting to know, like, do you have stuff in a different size, different stock, or different SKU, or all these different things? Do you ship? Do you ship here? Do you do all these things? And so you're answering all these different things. Now, a lot of posting platforms that social media managers use will take all the different platforms and like funnel them into one inbox. So you can really answer something on like Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok all at the same time in one place. You want a good example of this? Go look up Sprout Social. They're freaking amazing at doing this. It's an expensive platform, but this feature in particular, this time of the year, really saves you a lot of time, energy, effort, and mental stress, right? You don't have to bounce around a lot. If you're not buying that, then it's exhausting kind of bouncing from like one platform, answer comments, answer DMs, then go to Instagram, answer comments, answer DMs, then go to TikTok, answer comments, DMs, and Snapchat, comments, DMs, Twitter, DMs, and so on for every place that this business exists in the internet, and then start the whole process all over, right? So again, usually not that bad if you got the tools in place and stuff like that. The real thing that really gets to you, that really grinds your gears, that really will grind your soul into a pile of dust is the review process. So this isn't to say reviews are bad, inherently bad in any way, shape, or form, because actually I shouldn't even say the review process. I should say the shitheads of the internet. So that's my non-PC way of saying this is when someone has a good review or a negative review, those are awesome for a business because it helps them either, one, congratulate their team on such an amazing job, or take all the credit for themselves, or it helps them like fix their business and really fix these weak spots. You should never be scared to leave a negative review for a business. You should probably, it's my opinion, you should at least maybe try and DM the business and see if they're willing to fix the issue. If you had a bad experience at a bar or restaurant or whatever, or they ship the wrong SKU to you or whatever. Most businesses, if you save the bad review and just DM them, they'll just solve the problem quietly and then hope for a good review out of you or no review at all, because they don't want either, because a 3-star review might bring their 4.8 down slightly, you know? So like, they're willing to kind of work with you on that. If you just post a bad review, it's fine also. Like, it's okay to have a bad experience. That's okay. What I'm talking about, and you know what I'm talking about, are those comments. The ones where people get up all excited, they get on Al Gore's internet with all their fury and rage, and they just post a shitstorm on someone's page for any reason. Maybe they're having a bad day, maybe they had a bad experience and don't want to go through the process, they're just irate, or maybe the greatest sin of all, the page did something to remotely allude to the fact that they support one political party over the other, which on the internet is the greatest sin on the planet, right? You're either all in supporting one thing or you're all not. You're taking a completely neutral stance. Because if you do, then you have to deal with these people. Now, here's what happens anytime you do send those DMs, comments, or whatever to a page. They usually don't go to the business owner. If they do, it's something where it's printed out on a paper and everyone's kind of pointing and laughing at it, right? But when that comment comes in, when that DM comes in, a social media manager is going to read it and decide, what the hell do I do with this? So often, of course, they're going to pass it to a supervisor or something like that, but it's usually not going to make its way to the business owner immediately. What it's going to do is beat the hell out of the social media manager for a little bit, make them feel like crap. They pass it on, makes the supervisor feel like crap, and you so on, so on, so on. Now, if it's really, really bad, they're probably just going to giggle at it and just delete it and block you, right? But if it actually is like hurtful, it can really damage a team, right? So your social media manager, in most cases, is kind of acting as the page the same way that Meryl Streep acts in The Devil Wears Prada or Heath Joker acts in like the Dark Knight. Like they internalize these roles as the company. So when you launch these tirades, when you launch these really crappy like diatribes against a page, you're really just launching them against a kid who's trying to like have an internship, or a seasoned social media professional who's like trying to just feed their family, and this is the role that they're filling. But they are the page. This is their job. They're good at it, so they internalize it as the page, and you're really just beating on them, not the business owner itself. So here's what you can do. If you're a business owner, if you happen to have an agency, then like check on your social media managers. Just kind of ask like an occasional like, how you doing? Like, I recognize this is a time of the year when like you wear a lot of stress, you're wearing a lot of hats, there's a lot going on, and you're getting burned out. So what happens when someone burns out? They peace out, right? It's not hard for social media managers to find a new gig. If you go on Indeed or you go anywhere, like there's a million places where a social media manager can find new work. That's not the point. The point is if you want to keep your team, keep your good team, keep the voice of your page, you want a seasoned professional, just check on them. Make sure they're doing all right. Recognize the fact that this is a time of the year when like they're getting beat on from every angle. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of business managing a lot of hats. And then you get this one person come in who just really is trying to do like a knife in the back strategy of saying like, hey, this page really, really infuriates me and here's why, kind of thing. So if you're a community manager, just check on your fellow community managers. And if you're a community member, you just really, really love a page and you get really, really good service on a DM, just thank the person. It goes a really, really long way when you say, thank you for helping me solve my problem. It truly means a lot to people just to say thank you. So have some manners. Check on your social media managers. Realize that burnout is a thing right now because there's a lot going on. There's a lot of hats to wear, a lot of responsibilities to fill. And when you get a lot of negative comments in or something like that, or you get a couple negative comments in even, they can really wear on someone's spirit. So you want to keep your people happy. You want to keep your social media manager strong and working hard and working for you for years to come. And that's how you do it. Just check on them. Make sure they're doing all right. Give them a vacation day. Buy them lunch. Give them a hug. Don't give them a hug. Just at least buy them lunch or something. So hope you guys have an amazing day. I'm sorry this video was so long, but I love you. Call your mother. She probably misses you very, 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 very much. Have a great day, guys. Bye.